we are with ticker symbol SOLO, Electrameccanica Vehs Corp. Before I jump into this chart, I do want to state some things. If you learned something new, subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, hit the like button to let me know you watched it and found it helpful, and comment down below any other insight or anything you want to piggyback off of what I state. You're more than welcome to. I encourage that. And last, share this with your friends and community so they can receive that insight as well. Your groups, your community, your chats, everyone, so that they can receive insight on what's going on the chart. And if they already know, this is more confirmation and affirmation. And if they're learning, this is a great way to learn. So let's jump in here. The first thing is it closed out at 471. Interesting enough, the 50-day moving average ended up catching up to this stock at 471 because the 50-day moving average is 470. Literally 470, and it closed one set above it. Usually in these moments, right, that a stock breaks through the 50-day moving average 1, 2, 3, 4 times and lands actually a cent above it, right, the bulls are losing. Not all the time. I'm not saying 100%. I'm not saying that is significant in the way that I'm correct or anything, but for the most part, when a chart is reacting to the way investors are acting, right? Because charts react to the way investors act. If they're in fear, if they're taking profits, that's how the chart acts because of sell-off or buying. So most importantly, what's going on here is they're breaking even at the 50-day moving average. Right now, no one is in control. But there is someone in control if you look at the way this chart was throughout the day. There is. And that is the bears. The bears let the bulls have a run. They got exhausted. They reach a high of 545. And all of a sudden, bears appeared and they destroyed this one, bringing it back below the 50-day moving average. And usually, sometimes the way the bears exhaust the bulls is this. They let the bulls have a run, right? And what they do is, as you can see, the 50-day moving average moves with the stock's behavior. So it starts to move up, right? So what the bears are letting the bulls do is bring this 50-day moving average closer to the stock. Then they drop it. So then it continues its run. Then they let it kind of sit there so it levels out. So this continues to move with it over time, right? Now it got a lot closer. Here it was close. And then once they got to the highest point, they brought it up. And now it's further. They level it out. And all it does is get closer and closer and closer. And then once they see a point where they can destroy it and get this as close to it or below it, the bears then come up and dominate it. And that's what they did. They let this stock get closer to where they wanted it to get and reach, and then they brought it right to it, and here we are leveled out. So who's winning the tug of war? Based off the chart, the bears. So these are going to be the key indicators of tomorrow. The 50-day moving average is important because it's literally the closing price off by 1 cent. But these are the indicators we want to see. 523. That needs to be broken through before, right? The bulls can actually say we've gained control and we have control. Because right now, 1 cent difference, 2 cent difference does not tell the bulls they have control. It just says that it's above the 50-day moving average, and at any moment, the bears are going to take over and destroy the chart. So the bulls have to bring this one up all the way to 523, use it as support, and break through new resistance levels. And the key indicator on how much more bullish it can continue to be is 545. That's the highest point it reached throughout the day. That's the moment it started to get rejected. From that moment forward. And that's where the bulls' exhaustion started for the bears to take the upper hand. The other key indicator of how much more bearish this can get is 438. And this is a very significant point because if the bears break through here and bring it down to this territory, we are in much more bearish territory. I could definitely say and guarantee that the bears have gained control. But with that guarantee that the bears have gained control, if it's not steep enough and strong enough, that is the chance for the bulls to load up and bring this one to bounce back up. So that is where you have to pay very close attention to this section here, because yes, even though you're here and it's a guarantee that the bears have gained control and they are in bearish territory, on the flip side, the bulls can take advantage of this price and bring it back up. But it's a matter of how strong the bulls react, because they can try like what they did here and level out, and then the bears destroy them even harder. So that's the significance. So I'd really pay close attention to 438. That support level will let you know who's in control, and if it falls down into this territory, the bears will be the ones fully in control based off the chart, and the bulls will try to bring this one back up. And if they do, their significant point would be breaking through the support level and using it as support again. So those are the key indicators for tomorrow on this one. If it falls down into this section and if it works its way up, then obviously it's moving away from the 50-day moving average, keeping it in bullish territory, moving away from the support level. So anything down here is irrelevant at the moment. And then this is a focus of breaking through 523, using as support to continue in upward direction. So we'll have to see how this one plays out tomorrow. It's going to be very interesting to see. And as always, if you guys learned something new, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and let me know you watch this video, and share this with your friends and community, your chats, and your groups so they can receive this insight.